There are moments in life when you meet someone, and in the very instant, you feel as though you've known them forever. It's a sensation beyond words, a gentle recognition, a profound sense of coming home. Scientists might call it déjà vu, while poets speak of kindred spirits. But within the world's oldest spiritual traditions, these moments are not mere coincidence. They are the echoes of journeys begun lifetimes ago. Imagine, for a moment, that your closest friends, your most cherished family, and even your greatest rivals are not new faces, but ancient companions returning once again. What if every embrace, every fiery argument, every tearful reunion is part of an intricate tapestry, woven by the hands of time and the invisible threads of destiny? Welcome to the story of soul groups and karma, a story that may change how you see every relationship in your life. As we explore the mysteries of reincarnation, one question rises above the rest. Why do certain people feel so familiar, even on your very first meeting? The answer, say both mystics and modern researchers, lies in the concept of the soul group. Picture, if you will, a vast and radiant cluster, a community of souls, bound together across centuries. Each life, each reunion, is a chance to grow, to heal, to love, and sometimes to repay a debt carried from the distant past. Are your loved ones truly strangers, or are they the oldest friends you've ever known? In recent decades, science has begun to probe these mysteries with a rigor that would have surprised the ancient sages. Dr. Jim Tucker and his colleagues at the University of Virginia have documented hundreds of cases where children recall precise memories of past lives, memories that include names, places, and astonishingly specific details. But the most compelling evidence is not just in the memories themselves, it's in the patterns, where these new lives begin and with whom. Statistical studies have found that children who recall past lives are often reborn near their previous families, sometimes even within the same extended family tree. Imagine a network map with glowing lines tracing the intricate web of connections. Parents, siblings, lovers, rivals, all playing their roles across lifetimes. These connections are not random. They are the result of what Eastern philosophies call karma, the universal law of cause and effect. Karma, in this context, is not just a moral ledger. It is the invisible glue that pulls soul groups back together, again and again, until the lessons are learned and the debts are paid. In Jainism, karma is deeply intertwined with the ideas of transmigration and spiritual liberation. Every action, every word, every intention plants a seed that will one day bear fruit, sometimes in this life, sometimes in the next. And so, the cycle continues, an endless loop represented by the infinity symbol: birth, death, reunion, resolution. Soul groups travel together, incarnating in different roles, each relationship an opportunity to grow, to heal, or to settle a score. But sometimes, the past makes itself known in ways that defy explanation. Stories that grip the heart and challenge the mind. One such case is that of Maya and her husband Arun, a story as haunting as it is beautiful. Maya and Arun were inseparable in life, their love story the envy of all who knew them. Yet tragedy struck, and Arun died suddenly, leaving Maya adrift in a world that felt unbearably empty. Grief became her constant companion, and for years, she moved through life like a shadow of her former self. But as the seasons turned, an old friend introduced Maya to her young son, Ravi, a bright-eyed toddler with a gentle spirit. From their first meeting, Maya felt an inexplicable pull toward the child. It was as if she were looking into eyes she'd seen 1,000 times before. And then, one day, Ravi began to speak of memories no child his age should possess. He recounted the scent of jasmine in Maya's hair, the lullabies she sang in the quiet hours of the night, and the last words Arun had whispered as he lay dying, words Maya had never shared with another living soul. As the evidence mounted, it became impossible to dismiss. Ravi, the little boy, was Arun reborn. The soul of her beloved husband returned to her in a new form. The revelations were not just uncanny, they were transformative. Maya's grief gave way to awe, her sorrow to gratitude. For in Ravi, she saw not only her past and her loss, but also the promise of healing, forgiveness, and new beginnings. Maya's story is not unique. Across continents and cultures, researchers have found similar cases. Children who recall not just the facts of past lives, but the faces, the feelings, and the debts that bind them to others. These stories invite us to reconsider what we believe about life, death, and love. They suggest that the bonds we form in one life do not dissolve at the grave, but are carried forward, waiting for the moment when two souls might meet again and recognize each other once more. But the dance of reincarnation is not limited to lovers and spouses. Soul groups are complex, woven from many threads: siblings, parents, even rivals and enemies. Each connection is a contract, signed in the invisible ink of karma. And sometimes, the debts we owe are not those of love, but of pain. Researchers have documented cases where siblings who died tragically together, whether in accident, illness, or war, are reborn into the same family, their bond unbroken by death. In one such case, two sisters who perished in a fire were later born to the same parents within a few years of each other. As toddlers, they shared an uncanny bond, finishing each other's sentences, recalling the events of their previous life, and displaying the same mannerisms and fears. Their parents, initially skeptical, were soon convinced that the threads of the past had woven themselves into the fabric of their present. Yet karma is not always a gentle teacher. Sometimes it brings together souls who have injured one another, offering a chance for reconciliation, or for the cycle of conflict to play out once more. Take the story of two men, bitter rivals in a past life, a conflict that ended in violence and betrayal. In this life, they were born as brothers, their childhood marked by fierce competition and unresolved anger. Only by confronting their shared past and choosing forgiveness were they able to break the chain and find peace. These stories are reminders that the people we struggle with today may once have been our closest companions, and those we love most may have once been our adversaries. The cycle of karma is neither punishment nor reward. It is simply the law of balance, the universe's way of guiding us toward growth, understanding, and ultimately, liberation. So, what does this mean for us, here and now, as we navigate the complexities of human relationships? It means that every encounter is an opportunity, a chance to heal old wounds, to repay kindness, to release resentment, and to deepen our capacity for love. The family you are born into, the friends you cherish, even the strangers who cross your path, each plays a role in the grand design. Each is a mirror reflecting some part of your own soul's journey. Modern research, combined with ancient wisdom, offers a new framework for understanding ourselves and those around us. By recognizing the karmic ties that shape our lives, we can approach our relationships with greater empathy, patience, and compassion. We can learn to see beyond the surface, to honor the deeper story that binds us together. The story of soul groups, karma, and the eternal dance of reincarnation. As we close this chapter, take a moment to reflect. Who are the souls walking beside you? What debts are you repaying? What love are you continuing? Every relationship is a contract. Every encounter a lesson. Every goodbye a promise to meet again. If you look closely, you may begin to see the invisible threads, the glowing lines that connect your heart to others. Perhaps, in a quiet moment, you'll feel the stirrings of recognition, the gentle whisper of remembrance. You are not alone on this journey. You never have been. In our next episode, we'll explore the extraordinary world of predictions and prophecies from past lives. Stories of children who not only recalled their previous existences, but also foresaw events yet to come. But for now, as the music swells and the lights merge, remember, your story is far older than you know. The souls you love, and even those you struggle with, are your companions across eternity. Together, you are writing a tale that spans the stars. Who is your soulmate? The answer may be closer than you think.